Okay, we found our man, so let's ask him.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
Grapes.
Where might I find some forest Sauvignon plants, please?
No place around here, that's for sure. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, for someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it comes from.
Oh, Amazon, Peru, Papua New Guinea, it's all the same to me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me.
Oh my god, Kate, you're a lawyer. I mean, it's obvious even to me that he was avoiding the issue. Of course he knows something about it. Jeez, man. I mean, seriously? Wow. Okay. Well, actually, we have to go back to the train now because, since obviously that professor had mentioned the mammoth doll, we need to grab it and take it to him. Hi, Oscar. Bye, Oscar. All right. Here it is. All right. Now we are going to head back to the university. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Now you're over here?
Excuse me, station master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
He's being busy standing around, Kate. God.
I'm looking for a kind of little juicy berry. You don't know where I could find some?
Look, lady, the station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries, not even forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries,
Oh my
red
God.
currants, they're all the same to me. And we don't grow none of them here.
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here, in the famous Barrockstadt University aviary itself.
Well, if it's in a book, then don't believe everything you read, miss.
I don't know why, but I don't think you're telling me the truth.
What do you mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grape? Go ask your professor, what's his name, Pons, the paleontologist.
PP.
But you're the master of this station, so you should know better than anyone.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fossils.
Wow, way to be super defensive about it.
I won't disturb you any longer, Mr. Station Master.
Welcome to Barrockstadt, miss.
Oh my god, after all that, welcome. And Kate said it weird too. Did you guys hear that? She said it Barrockstadt almost like Oscar did, but she like placed the emphasis on another letter or something. I don't know. I don't know how the hell you say the name correctly. You know, I rely on these characters to tell me, but when I'm being given like 3 or 4 different pronunciations, I'm like, what the hell? Okay. So I guess what we'll do is go talk to the professor, ask about the grapes again, and then give him the mammoth doll. Maybe I'll just start calling the university Baroque. It takes on a whole new meaning, true, but hey, it's easy for me to say.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
Well, sorry, but I have to ask about this again.
You wouldn't know where the forest Sauvignon plants are kept in Barrockstadt, would you?
Why do you think there are Sauvignon plants here?
I read about it in a book at the library.
Try going to see the station master. If such a shrub exists, he will have a better idea than anyone.
It's actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes, yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors. After all, they are in charge of the university.
All right, thanks.
Well, we'll do that after.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope...
Sorry?
Sorry, I skipped through it because she's already said it before. Okay, we will go to the rector's after I give you this doll.
Do excuse me, Professor.
It's like she never
Professor,
even moved away.
Sorry to disturb you again. Professor, I have brought you something that should be of interest to you. Look.
What have you got there, then? Let's see. An effigy of a mammoth. But this is Hans' doll, is it not? Yes, of course it is. How on earth did you... Oh, my God. It's in my hands. It exists. It really exists. Please do excuse me. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
You see? Your Hans and my Voralberg heir are one and the same.
This is incredible. After all these years, how can I ever thank you, my dear? Oh, I must waste no time. I'm off to my laboratory. I must study this carefully. May I borrow your treasure a moment?
Well, actually,
Don't worry, miss. I will take the greatest care of it. But I need to study it. You see, it has such importance to me that this very afternoon I shall deliver an impromptu lecture to my students about this very object. If you are interested in Hans Voralberg, then it is essential that you attend.
do you think so?
Obviously. Give me your telephone number and I will call you the moment my lecture begins. I will return you your doll at the end. You have my word.
Well, you're gonna have to, because frickin' Oscar won't leave unless everything's on the train. So... Oh, yeah! New area! It's a lab. Oh, well, what do you know? There's a voice cylinder here. We'll have to check it out once we're back on the train. Okay, so... He has the doll. We can't, you know, very well take it yet. He did ask nicely. But we do need this. And we do need this. So. There you go. Alright. Alright, so now these stupid grapes are driving us crazy because we keep getting the runaround on who the hell to ask about them. But, paleontologist guy said ask the rectors, so hopefully they will be like the last stop for that topic of conversation. Alright, I'm back. I'm sure they're thrilled to see me.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem, a little problem. Everyone has little problems now, you know.
They are kept to oneself, and they don't stop the world from turning.
Nor trains from leaving stations.
Oh my god, okay.
Are you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barrockstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in Barrockstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon Forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barrockstadt?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station. But our station master would be very proud of it.
He would take very good care of it, too. Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might play in this.
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Without him and without his laboratory, how would we make the wine, do you think?
What?
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy responsibilities.
We would wait impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barrockstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care, and finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty conclusions.
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional. You know, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern producing barely a few bottles every year.
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So, we can't count on your discretion, can't we?
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything.
Kate's already, like, caught up in so much stuff, so definitely don't need to add this to the list.
Here we are, busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
Already? My word, doesn't time fly by?
Thank you for a
Blah, blah. Okay, we've heard that already. So yeah, that's why they're being so, or the station master rather, is being so hush-hush about it, because they are making wine, and if they're not quiet about it, the authorities will end their little quote-unquote business, so... Well, that makes sense. So let's go talk to the station master for a third time, since asking about the grapes. And, you know, he really won't have much to say if he's hit with the truth, so... I mean, he could try to backpedal his way out of it, but I highly doubt he would even bother. You know, it's like he'd be caught at that point. So anyway, see what I mean? All this, just so that we can get the grapes to feed to the birds so that they get drunk and we can go up to their nest. So nice.
Excuse me, station master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
Right.
You have been playing with me, haven't you? You knew very well there were forest Sauvignon berries in the station garden.
No, not at all. I've never seen your Sauvignon things.
You don't have to lie to me. I know all about it. You and the rectors are in cahoots, and the professor's lab has been turned into a distillery. You've all got a nice little smuggling racket on the side.
Smuggling racket? Hey, lady, you're going a bit far there. It's just a little on-the-side thing we got going, that's all. It's just for ourselves. Hey, honest.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Aren't you worried about the reputation of this fine university? The authorities should be informed of this.
But we haven't done anything wrong. It's not a crime.
Can you open the gate to the garden, please?
Sure. No problemo. Right away, miss.
So agreeable now. Well, unfortunately, that's what happens when you threaten people. Well, for the most part, anyway.
There you are. Please feel free to visit the garden at your leisure. And there was just one thing. I'm not a liar. Not really. Just mum's the word. There is the reputation of the university to think about, and I have superiors, and I have to do what I can.
I understand. Don't you worry.
Thank you, miss.
So I'm pretty sure the voice actor for the station master is the voice actor that did from Ballad of Land. What was his name? God, now I can't remember. It'll come to me. The Notary! There you go. I told you it'd come to me. The Notary, I'm pretty sure is the same voice actor. Just his voice isn't as deep, obviously, with the station master. So all that, seriously, all that just so that we could come in here and pick these. That's it. This is the only time we come into this area. This is the only time we're gonna see this area. That's it. So now that we've got our grapes, which kind of look like cherries or miniature apples with longer stems, okay, we're gonna go back to the train and play that voice cylinder that we got. Man, you're missing out on the adventure, Oscar. Just staying here in the train, standing around. Okay.
Hans, I have some very sad news. Our father is dead. He passed away peacefully last Sunday in his sleep. I feel so lonely now.
Father had been but a shadow of himself since your departure. I had to take care of everything for him. Housework, factory paperwork, the workforce, clients, everything. And now, today, well, I really don't know who or what I'm fighting for. Times are so hard, and this terrible war is destroying everything. Nobody cares for our automatons anymore. I just think about you returning. And when you do return, I will have turned this factory into a palace worthy of your genius. Please take care of yourself. I love you so much, Anna.
I'm glad Kate does that automatically. Alright. Well, we have our grapes. So now we need to deal with those birds. You know, it's really convenient that they were growing the exact fruit that these things eat. Adventure games, everybody.
Impossible to reach it.
Okay, so really, because isn't there space here that she could reach over and just grab that egg? It's kind of like back in Valladolid with the plank of wood that was in the water. Oh well, that's what the that's what this is for, the test tube holder. So yay, you know, it's a good thing she didn't crack the egg while using that. All right. So with this egg, we can now go and fix the bandstand in the university courtyard, and that will grant us the money that we need to pay the couple in order to move our train over to where we need to wind it up. So yeah, whole process, ladies and gentlemen, whole process. I guess it wouldn't be much of a game if it was just like, oh yeah, we'll move the train. Train's moved. There you go. Wow, this area was really short. Why did we even bother coming here? Okay. Anyway. Oh no.
Miss, please, excuse me.
What now?
Yes?
You know, I want to apologize for our little misunderstanding. I brought you a bottle of wine.
Thank you.
Oh, good luck on your journey, lady. Okay. You got it, man. Or sir. Or whatever. Gentleman. I don't know. I was trying to think of the opposite term, but I ended up coming with several different ones. One of those works, so whatever. So yeah, we got a bottle of wine from that. Yippee. Alright. The way she backs up. Oh my god. There we go. For some reason it kind of blended in there, so I was like, how do you turn this on? Nice. Alright, let's go talk to the rectors now. Get our money, man. Gotta move this train.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem.
They are kept
Nor
Okay.
Gentlemen, I have managed to repair your university bandstand.
The bandstand is playing again. This is marvelous news.
We are really very grateful indeed.
Yes, very grateful indeed. We will look back on your visit with much fondness in our hearts.
And now let us in turn honor our word. How much is it you need, miss?
$100, if it's not too much to ask.
Something about it.
We agree to grant you the aforementioned sum, miss. You may now leave with your train.
And while we're on the subject, when will you be leaving?
Yes, because now you should relocate your train as quickly as possible.
Uh-huh.
Here we are, busy.
All right.
Pretty sure the only reason that they're so nervous about it is, again, because of their whole we make wine thing, and they don't want anybody finding out. Although Kate found out, but obviously she's like, I'm not gonna even bother with you people. I have enough problems of my own right now.